Aloha. This may be the last transmission that I make from the river, only because they've shut down the river. They've shut down the parks here in Hawaii. Everything's getting shut down to circumvent this thing that is happening on the planet. You know, supposedly only less than 10,000 people have died from this in the last, 3 months? You know, that many people die a day from cigarettes and other abusive substances. A day. So what are we complaining about? Complaining about the fear of what they want to create, which is a new order of worldliness. Anyways, whatever they're trying to do, I see it as a blessing. Because now, finally, we're going to have some peace and quiet on this earth. The planes aren't going to be flying. People are going to be staying at home, wondering what to do, and running out of food, which is a good thing, because filling our belly is not the answer. Meaning this right here needs to be empty, so the mind can be full of the breath, the holy breath, the whole breath, and nothing else. You see, we're so full of ourselves that we put ourselves in situations that accommodate the parasite that's within us. Yeah, I think we're all parasitized. I think we're all demonized. I think we're all compromised because of the situation of maybe having to pay rent and bills and food and gas, that we have to sell ourselves out and work for the man, work harder than we have to. That's why I'm down at the river every single day. This is my life. This is what I hear all day, every day, even when I sleep. And I've chosen to be here. And I'm the only person here in this valley. And this beautiful valley, see this beautiful place? I mean, nature is all around. And I would do more videos, but nobody seems to really be watching, or at least not enough people are watching, because we need to be watching what's happening with our environment. And our environment's dying. I mean, if you look around, it is dying. And now we're actually getting more distracted from the death of the ice sheets and the other things that plants. The birds aren't even flying anymore, the migration of the birds. I mean, this whole planet's dying around us, and now we're going into lockdown. What's it all mean? I mean, this thing's all going to play out the way it is. And I've seen so many videos that other friends of mine have put up telling about their ideas and such. But really, nobody said once that, now it's time to rest. Now I don't have to go to work. Now I can just sit at home and look at my ugly walls or be with the people around me that I really don't like. We have to accept everything for what it is, right? So that's what's going to happen. Is the only way. Taking a deep breath, one breath at a time, and digesting that breath rather than digesting food, bullshit, or distractions. And that's why I keep saying everybody's full of shit. I mean, I'm out here at the river every single day, and out here to purify and cleanse my sins, which is my mind and my body, and stay healthy, wealthy, and wise. I'm almost 55. I look like I'm maybe 40. I don't know. Maybe, who the hell cares? The problem is, and the solution is, get out into nature and go camping forever, like I've been doing for years and years and years. And that's my salvation, which is just emptiness and being as nude as possible and actually being nothing. That's one of the equations of this video I want you to get, is that I'm out at this river, and since I'm here every day, my stress level is about a 0, my thoughts are about a 0, my desires in the world are, I don't want anything that's down there, because as soon as I go down the hill, it's all downhill from here, baby. All downhill from here. And that's the way the water goes. So the higher you are, the higher you can be. So a lot of times, I'm like so high. Pot doesn't get me that high. Mary J. Wanna doesn't get me that high. Drugs don't, meaning LSD and mushrooms, all these things actually accelerate the body and show you what you already have. I've learned that if you're out here long enough and just relax, you don't need to try to meditate. You don't need to look for anything outside yourself, because it's already there in the inner smile, in the innerness of awakening. And a lot of times I just feel like, gosh, I'm high without doing anything. Maybe I should come down and eat something. That's my equation. when I eat, I come down. It breaks me down. So I feel the breatharian state, giving up eating, is really our equation for salvation. Because we're already saved if we just give up everything and just go, I'm empty. God fill me. Whatever this thing is, God that we. And Gad is really the name of God. And Gad was a demon. You know. Yeah, thousands of years ago they would use the word Gad, and now it's become God, and we're still using it like it's something. When they're, I still haven't quite figured out what is running this matrix, because it all seems to run by itself, and nature seems to be here day after day, and I seem to keep still being here. Yet, what animates me, I don't know, because when I go to bed, I should be dead anyways, because that's one of the things I love to do. Because I love to sleep as much as possible. Because who wants to get up in this world? I mean, what's motivating you might not be motivating me, because there's nothing to do but wake up and look at this. So, anyways, this is my last transmission from the river. I wanted to update, because I'm leaving the river tomorrow for good, for many months, because I'm going to go up on the mountain as far away from people as possible to get a little sanity. More sanity than I have right now? Yeah, more sanity than the river. So, plant a garden, play more music on my Zentars, and keep the music going while this whole thing plays out. Because even if I was in the world, how could I help the stress level be de-stressed? It would just be the same answer. Just sit down and shut up, because we're all full of it. And there are techniques that I could share with you that allow the inner juices to become more flavorful, more desirable, like sucking on your saliva for hours and drawing the energy from your brain down and cycling it all the way through. Yeah, that's a technique that allows yogis to live in caves and circulate their fluids. But in our world, as soon as we open our mouth, we stuff something in it, and we speak a lot of bullshit. Bullshit. You know, abba-dabba bullshit. So, that's again why I stay away from people. Most people I stay away from. I have some friends I run into and say hi and converse, but really, they're all full of it. And what am I going to tell them anyways? Because they don't have time really to digest it. Because as the inner master comes out to speak to the other teachers in the world, because we're all teachers here for each other, we're all like signposts for the direction to go back home, I show you how to go back home. And going home is to go to your own self and see what is in it. Because I was noticing today, as I was at the river here, how really, if I just feel my emotions, how sad I am. How actually emotional, it's funny, how emotional we are as creatures, but I'm less emotional because I have less stress and triggers. But I noticed the trigger, a lot of stuff goes back to when I was young and when I was born. Meaning not being breastfed, not being given some of the love and nurturing that a child should get to have some guidance in this world. So I wasn't guided well as a child and stuck in schools at an early age, and they thought that that was the education that I needed. Well, I was noticing today, just reflecting back, that I don't really have any tools that I took from when I was really young that I'm using right now. Therefore, my parents, mother and father, all they did were people that brought me in this world. They didn't guide me in this world at all. Nothing that I'm doing right now am I utilizing. So really, they could have been anybody. Because as far as I know, they were strangers to me now, as I spoke to them on the phone. Strangers to me now. So, we were all given a bad, well, some of us were given a bad bill of goods, even though I went to private school a lot. That's not what I needed. We needed a lot more embracing and nurturing and love, which I noticed in my reflection today I didn't get. So part of me is really sad. So sadness, I think, governs a lot of our lives. And we distract ourselves from that sadness, because when I'm sitting by the river not thinking of anything, all of a sudden I'm thinking about how I wasn't nurtured. Well, that tells me that a lot of us are avoiding listening and seeing the truth inside us, because we're distracting ourselves with all the things in our lives. And I'm not. And I'm seeing that I think you too are sad, disappointed, frustrated, and hurt by it all. And if there was a God that really gave a shit or gave a care, it ain't paying attention or giving you any blessings. Just kind of lets the marbles or the dice roll as they may. So, anyways, I can go on and on. This is a 10-minute video already. Thanks for listening. I appreciate you, and hope you're doing well on your newfound quarantine. And may it be the Vipassana, 10, 20, or 30-day Vipassana you've been looking for. And nobody has said that yet. But wow, what an opportunity just to deplug. So I hope you deplug well in wherever you are. And I'm going on another long camping trip up the mountain like I do every time and everywhere. As I spoke to my mother today, she tells me, gosh, you're unemployable, you don't do anything, you don't even dress nice. And I'm like, well, Mom, I don't even want to have clothes at all, let alone try to please other people, to have them pay me a small little piece of paper to have them tell me what buttons to push. And that's the equation of this world. I've been an entrepreneur for years, meaning I never work for anybody because I'm smarter than them enough to work for myself and collect the things that I need. So anyways, as a botanist, I find it's all out here in nature, and I can find it and charge people 100 times more than it costs me to get it. So that's what I do. I collect herbs when I need to, and get in touch with me. I got the ultimate herb that'll blow your mind. Okay, over and out.